How's it going? And in this video I'm going to be trying to answer the question, what is the least amount of points that is possible to win a Grand Prix in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Also, I postponed my big video on a Mario speedrun because I got sick and I still kind of am. You can probably hear, and I just want to make that video as good as I can, so I'm doing this one today instead, but that video will be coming out soon when I get better. But anyway, let's actually get into this one. So first off, the basics of Mario Kart 8. If you don't know, the Grand Prix have 4 races and consist of 12 players competing for first place. In each race, you're awarded with points depending on your placement, and whoever has the most amount of points added up from all the 4 races wins the whole Grand Prix. So I want to find the least amount of points you can get and still win without any of the players drawing in a single race. So first we've got to look at the points system in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and how it works. So basically, first place gets 15 points, second place gets 12 points, and then third place gets 10 points, and all of the other ones below this get 1 less point than the last placement. Yeah, third gets 10 points, fourth gets 9, fifth gets 8, sixth gets 7 points, etc. And all the way in last place you'll get only 1 point, but at least you still get something if you really get screwed over by the other players. So first and second place get a bit extra compared to all the other places, which are just 1 point apart from each other, which makes sense because you deserve a big reward if you're doing that well. So yeah, that's how the scoring system works in Mario Kart 8. Now I'm going to go on to the maths of the video to actually find out the answer to my question. So first we have to add up all of the points every player can get combined, so that would be 15 plus 12 plus 10 plus like all the other places, and it equals 82. So this is if you added every player's points from one race together, you would get 82 in total. And now we want to do 82 times 4, which equals 328, and this is all of the points every player gets together in a whole Grand Prix because there's 4 races. So then I divided this number by 12, which gives me the average score of every player, and the result was 27.3 recurring. And because it's not a whole number, that is not a possible score for every player to get, which means you can't all just tie at first place. And in this video I'm trying to find out how one player could beat all of the others, so they have to be 1 point ahead. So yeah, I need to find the lowest number where you could have at least 1 point more than all of the other players. So because the average was in between 27 and 28, I checked to see if 28 would work if all of the other players got 27 points. So I did 28 plus 27 times 11, and this only equaled 325, which is less than the overall amount of points that all the players get in a Grand Prix, so it doesn't work. So you can't actually win if you have 28 points. So after that I decided to check whether you could win with 29 points instead, and I had to do some trial and error to find out how many points all the other players needed to get so that you could win with more than 28 points. So after a few tries I found that you could have first place with 29 points, and then 2 people in second place both with 28 points, and then all 9 of the remaining races in third place with 27 points. And I also like this because it lets everyone have a trophy at the end, because they're all in a podium position. Yay. But now I had to actually find if this was possible by putting them in a table and seeing if people could place in the right order to actually get this amount of points. And this took a while of me just entering numbers into a spreadsheet on Excel, but eventually I made it work, and here is the table of all the placements you'd have to get in each race for you to win with 29 points. So you'd have to come first, fourth, ninth, and 12th, and you would get 29 points, and then all of the other players would get either 28 or 27. And I find this really cool that you can get under half the maximum amount of points and still win if you're just incredibly lucky. Now bear in mind that this isn't the only way this could happen, because the other players' placements could be in different orders, or you could even be in different orders for your placement and still get 29 points. So there's a bunch of other combinations you could find. I do not know how to find them all myself. Let me know in the comments if you know like a formula to do that. Here's the table showing the actual point numbers you get from each race. So yeah, you'd get 15 points, 9 points, 4 points, and then 1 point to get 29, and you come first. Everyone else is a loser. Now I'll show you the odds of these placements actually happening in a Grand Prix if everyone got their places randomly. Now bear in mind this isn't the odds for you to actually win with 29 points, because like I said, there's other combinations, but for this exact combination, here's the calculation you'd have to do, and it gives you a very, very tiny number. I converted this into a percentage and wrote it out in full, and look at this. So here is the percentage chance of everyone getting the exact placements in each race that I've put in my table. So yeah, it's very low chance you're actually gonna pull this off in a game randomly. I'd probably say impossible, but anything could happen, I guess. I can't work out the chance of someone actually winning with 29 points though, because I need to know all of the combinations you can get these in, and there's probably quite a lot more, so the actual chance of winning with 29 points would be higher. I think it would still be very low though, but that's pretty cool. That's a crazy long decimal number. It's very small. So yeah, I solved the question, what's the least amount of points you can win a Grand Prix with on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Now this is actually going to be different on different Mario Kart games, as they have other other scoring systems or different amount of players. So maybe I could go over the other ones someday. That would be pretty fun. And I also want to try and work out what's the most amount of points you can get while still losing. That would be quite a fun thing to do as well. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this, and sorry if I sound really ill and this video was kind of bad. I thought it would just be quite interesting to see how awful you can actually be at the game and still get a dub. But yeah, if you found that interesting, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also comment any thoughts you had on this video and let me know any other suggestions you'd like to see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.